Gang. Yo, mad hype right now. Yo, so my grandmother, she hit me up today, and she had asked me if I wanted to get half of my birthday slash Christmas money now. We were talking, and I was telling her about getting a standing desk, and so she was telling me that her and my grandfather, they were both gonna send me $250 each for my birthday slash Christmas. My birthday is December 30th, so I was like, oh yeah, sure. Like I'd be super game for that, so I could like cop the desk now. And so I have the money, right? And I'm kind of just thinking about other ways to use it now that I have it. I'm like, ooh, I could get these art supplies. I actually just bought a hardcover of the Kybalion. So hyped for that. And I bought A Course in Miracles, which I'm also very hyped for, a hardcover of. But I just opened my email. I was about to cop Zoom Premium back. So I was on the Zoom app, and then I opened my email on Zoom, and the goat popped up in my email. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And I seen that, and I was like, ooh. And I seen this, and I was like, ooh. So I'm like, ooh, Nero's dropping a course. Say no more, right? Right. I mean, he already dropped the course, right? So I'm like, ooh, I can like cop this course by Nero, and it's gonna like get me lit. The Metaphysical Money Manual. So it's 158 pounds. I'm like, So I'm like, okay. Yo, Siri, how many dollars is 158 pounds? You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? And so I actually at first had copped, so right here, I have, I'll just take this off the charger real quick. This is like my battery charger for my camera. And both of these prongs are broken, so this thing's kind of a piece of shit. This one broke recently. This thing broke with like, it's in like, I think the first 2 hours of me having this thing when I got this, maybe like 9 months ago or something. I think I got this back in April. So I was looking to cop another battery holder, another battery. I was looking to cop batteries and a battery charger, and I saw this like really cool battery charger and battery combo that was like a portable one. The batteries are also like the charger. I mean, the case itself is a charger, so it's like AirPods. You know what I mean? And the coolest part was that I could directly like charge the battery itself. So like one of these, the battery itself had a USB-C plug, so I could charge it USB-C. So I was like, so I was gonna cop that. It was $80. And I was like, yo, say no more. I'm on that. I was gonna get that. But then I look, right, and Nero's course is $201. I'm like, flip. So I actually had 300, right, that my grandmother sent me, because she actually sent me 40 the other day too. So I had, about 290, right, that she sent me. So I'm like, all right, here's the play. We're gonna not get, because I really wanted the Kybalion and the Course in Miracles books. I really wanted the Kybalion hardcover, and I really wanted Course in Miracles because I want to start getting into that. But I was like, all right, we'll wait on the batteries. We'll cancel that payment, right? Because it's Amazon. Amazon doesn't take your money right away. Good thing. So I canceled that. And I was like, all right, bet. Wait. Oh no, I'm tripping. I'm super tripping, bro. I thought that I was recording. Like I thought that those mics were what I was recording on, and then I looked at I looked in the frame, and I'm like, wait, I don't have the mic on, because I looked at the audio level and it was mad low. But I'm just using my shotgun mic, so I'm just being a bot right now. But I'm like, all right. So I scrapped the battery order. Then I'm like, all right, we scrap that. So now I'm about to cop Nero's course. So I wanted to come on here and cop the course real quick. So I'm literally about to put my information in here so I can give Nero my money, so I can make more money. Invest in yourself, baby. Invest in yourself. I think this is gonna be probably like my 14 or 1500th dollar that I've invested in myself. I believe I've invested up to 1300 in courses / mentorship. So Adonis School was $1,000 total for the 5 months I spent there. And then I've paid $80 for First Man's course. I've also paid $100 to get 4 of Dr. K's courses, and then I'm about to cop Nero's course. I've also written no, I'm tripping. Nah, yeah. So yeah. Yep. So what is that? 1,000. Another about 200. So yeah, about 1,400. So I've invested currently, or about to, $1,400 into my self-improvement, mental health, business, YouTube, education, not including all the money I've spent on books. If we're including the money I've spent on mentorship, courses, books, gear, equipment, like things, all the stuff that I've like invested in myself and into my business, into my craft, it's probably been at least like $25,000-$30,000 over the past year. It's at least, and it's litty, baby. Because you know why? I know all of that is coming back to me at least like 100-fold. Not even 10, at least 100-fold, like easily, so easily. Oh yeah, I'm already subscribed to your email list. Complete my purchase. What do you mean my postal code is incomplete? I didn't ask for it. Yes, you can store my card for future purchases, Nero. Oh yeah, let's go. Disco. Disco.
What he said, what he said,
Mari.
what he said, what he said. Look, gang, but these dropping ain't looking like nothing happened. Even my niggas stay double bagging. What he said, what he said. Gang. Look, gang, bitch, I'm dropping the rate, shooting my shot the rape, putting a gun to his face and they building a case. Bitch, I'm not leaving no witness, I'm up in this blick and I'm spraying for the hit where you stay. Now we gon' hold his mother, these niggas stay speaking on yeah, she be making my day. Watching the bitch nigga call out, fucking this bitch in the rape.
How we doing today, gang? Doing good? We doing good? It's good. What does it say? And suddenly, you were my everything. And I was home. That's beautiful. That's so beautiful. So, currently in Lobby Hobby. Yeah, I mean, wanted to cop a smaller sketchbook for painting mainly, but you know, anything really. Kind of just like another mixed media book. I have the Second Heart, which is kind of like my scuffed journal. The pages are a bit annoying. I don't really like them. So I like the idea of having that as like a mixed media, but I've been having resistance in creating in terms of like just showing up for a painting. I haven't even painted yet today. Instead of painting, I decided to just edit so I can just get the video out today and then paint. But I wanted to actually come here and get a new sketchbook. Might cop some paint too. Think on it. But we're in here and we're looking. And we're not seeing either. Probably should have asked where the sketchbooks were. Excuse me. Where the sketchbooks at?
I'm sorry?
Sketchbooks.
Right in the file.
Okay. Thank you so much. Lydiana. Nice. Here we are. Alright, cool.
So we got the sketchy girls. Okay, mixed media. Mixed media is definitely what I want, actually. Mixed media is definitely what I want. So this is solid size. Is this the smallest one I have? Yeah. Yeah, this works. I feel like I like this. I do have like a really tiny mixed media that's like this big at the crib. So that's cool. But yeah, I think this is gonna work. I think it's gonna work. Let me put this down for a second. Finesse this. I don't want to do that like that. Oh yeah. Put this right here. Nice. Holy shit, that was loud as fuck. Alright. Here we are. Yeah, I like this. How many pages we got? 60? This is solid. This is really solid. I like this. There is paint in this aisle, I believe, as well. Get some of that. Let me get this. And let's see what we got over here. I was interested in getting some acrylic markers. I don't think they're here. I think the markers are in the other aisle. Yeah, let's go to the other aisle. Oh yeah, see, look. This is like the little tiny ones I got at the crib. The little mixed media girl.
I looked down that aisle.
That one's a bit too small though, so I ain't jacking that one. Dun, dun, dun. Thank you so much again.
You're welcome.
All right, here's our paint. Hella acrylics. Oh wait, no, but I think the markers are over here. I'm pretty sure. So this is $7.50. All right, but so we got. Let's put this down real quick. Here are the markers. Looks so pretty over here. Actually, I'm gonna take some pictures. Hold up. Yo, I don't know. I don't know if I'm just being dramatic, but I feel like the Hobby Lobby employee that I talked to, the woman, I don't know if I had a feeling that like her tone was like a bit annoyed at me specifically, and I don't know if it was because when I first interacted with her, I low-key came at her on some like fast type shit. Like I didn't say please at first. I did come off like a tad bit rude. I was like, ooh, I didn't like that. Like I said that in my head. Excuse me. Where the sketchbooks at?
I'm sorry?
Sketchbooks.
Right in the file.
Okay. Thank you so much. And she was talking to somebody, so I didn't like say excuse me either. I don't think. Anyways, so that's I messed up there. Oh, I knew it. Okay, yo guys. So when I was first trying to figure out, when I was first trying to get a paint set, I came to Hobby Lobby and I wanted to cop this acrylic paint set actually. And I looked at it on the website. And I came here and I didn't see this. I only saw the oil set and the sketch one. And so I thought they didn't have any. And so I thought I was tripping, bro. I'm like, hold up, dog. Am I like I thought I was fucked up. Anyways, we're not fucked up. It's right here. I'm not gonna get this now because I probably have most of these paints. Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm cool off that, but I am interested in these markers. Where are these markers? Where are the acrylic markers? Acrylic markers. Is it these? I can't tell. Maybe I should just look on their website. That'd be a good idea. Gel pen, fine liner, acrylic, oil. No, it's oil based. Yo, this is crazy, gang. You're not finding it. Let me put this right here. Let me see if I can find these things. Let me lock this focus. Wait, what? I did not mean to press that. There we go. I just wanted to switch to fucking manual focus. Ah, I forgot about that. Alright, fuck it. Fuck it. I'm not tripping. My camera's just being annoying. Oh wait, acrylic markers. Boom. I knew it. Damn, these things are $30 right here. These high quality acrylic markers are perfect for both new and long-time artists. Wowzers. So these are the goodies. Not gonna lie. They are a tad bit out of my price range. Tad bit. So it might be slow for these. Trying to see, is there anything else in here I could cop? Not sure. What you talking about? I make those beats, boy. I get that work done. Alright. Let's go back to the paint aisle and see what's up over there. I feel like that's the play. Actually, what are these Sharpie markers about? What are the Sharpie markers guy are about? Some pops on light and dark surfaces. No bleed. Ooh. Ah. Acrylic based. 5 colors. Hold up. Sharpie might have just came in clutch. I am quite a fan of Sharpie. Focus. I'm quite a fan. Quite a fan. Alright. Here's the cops for today. Let's get out of here.
It's a one-on-one. You fight the leg, my.
I think I capped. We're gonna do a talking head here. Alright, that didn't work. I wanted to move this. It didn't want to move though. That's okay. Let's just put that there. So, I want to read you guys a quick segment from my newsletter I dropped today. It was called Leonardo da Vinci, The Holistic Perspective. To develop a complete mind, study the science of art. Study the art of science. Learn how to see. Realize that everything connects to everything else. I love that quote so much. That's one of my favorite quotes ever. So here's the letter. The 15th century boom. Back on December 2nd, I joined my first real school community, Adonis School. I say real school. I say real because I joined another for a few days, but didn't really vibe with it. It was by Jose Zuniga, TMF, Teaching Men's Fashion. It was his content academy. I joined that, but I wasn't fucking with it, and I just found Hamza, so I refunded that one, got my money back, gotten paid again. I was waiting for like the refund to hit. It took like 2 or 3 weeks, so I didn't have that money yet. So I got paid, and then I joined Adonis School. So yeah, but Adonis School, best $1,000 I've ever spent. Let me take this off. So towards mid-January, I hopped on a call with a fellow Adonis School member named Julian. I won't discuss the content too much, but that call with Julian absolutely led me back to a role that I'd previously lost. Truth Seeker. While speaking with Julian, we discussed one of my favorite books of all time, The Way of the Superior Man. Way of the Superior Man was basically the gospel for Adonis School. And Julian was the first person that I'd heard challenge it. So it was a surreal moment, honestly, where I realized that I was living in this like black and white self-improvement bubble for the last few months, since I had like really been like head deep into self-improvement, especially Hamza's perspective of self-improvement. And I love Hamza's perspective, but it was too limited. Though I don't actually agree with Julian's perspective, his argument in terms of like what he thought about the way of the Superior Man, it definitely had held validity, and he pointed me towards a source that kept more universal truths, right? Kybalion, a hermetic text on the metaphysical laws and esoteric truths of our world. Yo, the manager of Hobby Lobby totally just walked past me recording. He kind of gave me like a look. That was mad funny. I know he's the manager. This is funny. I came here when I was recording 365 back in June. I came here and I like saw him one day when I was like here doing some shots, doing some stuff, and I was actually applying for like a job. So the next day I came here and I talked to him because he's the manager, and so I thought he had saw me like messing around that day, and he kind of given me a look, and it was funny. So that was just a quick story. So I thought he saw me. I know he saw me. He just looked at me, right at me, but I think he gave me a look. So the Kybalion, right? A hermetic text on the metaphysical laws and esoteric truths of our world. You've probably heard me mention or quote from the Kybalion hundreds of times. That's because its wisdom is boundless and eternal. Uncovering these universal truths through learning and experimentation so I can synthesize and relay back to the collective, I see this as my purpose. This is the role of the synthesizer, the role of the polymath, the role of the philosopher. Poly, meaning many, math, meaning learnings. Polymath, many learnings or many disciplines. Before the modern era, all of the greatest philosophers and scientists were polymaths. Like, philosophers were polymaths. That's what a philosopher was. It was because those people, with a holistic perspective, had the greatest experiences. They had the greatest stories, which means they had the greatest insights. Pythagoras, Plato, Da Vinci, Newton, Franklin, Einstein. Einstein himself said he wanted to understand the mind of God. This is because these figures understood the Hermetic wisdom. Amongst historical scholars, it's said that the start of the European Renaissance, hence why I titled this the 15th century boom, or this part of it, can be traced back to a resurfacing of Hermetic texts during the mid-15th century, within a decade of the birth of Leonardo da Vinci. I'm pretty sure it was like a few years, but I just didn't want to put that because I didn't know that specifically. So I just put within a decade. And so it makes sense that this ancient wisdom caused a massive shift in the collective consciousness, which birthed the Renaissance, right? And as it is again in the modern era through the likes of the Kybalion. I kind of have this screenshot. There's a post by a YouTuber named Masculine Theory, my dog Jake put me on to. Shout out my dog Jake. And he had posted, what books expanded your consciousness the most? And for me, I said the Kybalion, hands down. Among those of us polymaths in the digital renaissance is a quite remarkable man. This is his YouTube description. Welcome to the YouTube channel of Robert Edward Grant, a Renaissance man for the modern age. Robert's channel is a treasure trove of insight and inspiration as, get ready for this, an entrepreneur, author, inventor, mathematician, geometer, artist, sculptor, musician, and music theorist. Wow. Dive into his world of geometric art, mathematical revelations, and explorations of ancient wonders like the pyramids of Giza. Yeah, so this guy's basically like the modern Indiana Jones. So yeah, I'm definitely manifesting Robert as my mentor. Let's go back to the quote I started with, right? To develop a complete mind, study the science of art, study the art of science. Learn how to see. Realize that everything connects to everything else. I heard that quote from Da Vinci, by Da Vinci, from Robert. There you go. So it's Da Vinci's quote, but I heard it from Robert in a Know Thyself podcast that I actually like put here, if you see that in my thing. This video is recording, right? Let me just make sure. It is. Just make sure. Okay. I couldn't tell from here. I couldn't see like the red outlines from here. So that is Robert, right? And I heard the quote from Robert above, but I knew after I heard Robert say this, right, in that very podcast, that I had to learn more about him. Like, I had to dive deeper into his stuff. Here's what he said. Applied mathematics is geometry. Applied geometry is physics. Applied physics is chemistry. Applied chemistry is biology. Applied biology is psychology. Applied psychology is sociology. Applied sociology is philosophy. And applied philosophy leads us right back to mathematics. So I have a little picture here. I'll just show you guys this real quick. This is a drawing that Robert did to help you guys in case you got super mind fucked just now like I did. I was there. I was there, gang. So that's that. I actually keep this zoomed in. Kind of like this shot. Let's go like this. So hearing that theory, right, that revelation that all these disciplines in math and science were connected and that they really lead back to one another. Math, science, philosophy, right? It was the catalyst to me deep diving into Robert's content and led me where I am now, which is head deep back into the role of student and truth seeker. I've always been a lover of learning and a self-proclaimed glutton for knowledge. The call to understand how and why 1, I work, 2, people work, 3, the world works, is an insatiable appetite that can't be satisfied. Regardless of where my curiosity takes me or how deep down a rabbit hole I go, I know that everything I learn is another facet that attributes to the development of a more complete mind. So in the rest of my letter, I talk more about Da Vinci himself and kind of like why I titled it Da Vinci. But, you know, this show is called Road to Renaissance. And I just wanted to give you, I haven't talked too much about it besides in the preseason, but what does that mean to me? Like, what does a Renaissance man mean to me? It's having the holistic perspective. I mean, in my opinion, Da Vinci's quote sums it perfectly. To develop a complete mind, study the science of art, study the art of science, learn how to see, realize that everything connects to everything else. And if you can really wrap your mind around that, and you can see the reality in that, you can see the truth in oneness. You can see the interconnectedness of science, of art. Robert Edward Grant, who I mentioned earlier, he has a book that I really want to get more into, but I've been bullshitting. It's called Philomath. And Philomath basically just means lover of learning. But his book is called Philomath, the geometric unification of science and art through number. There we go. So it's Philomath, the geometric unification of science and art through number. So he talks about math, he talks about the natural sciences, physics, chemistry, and biology, I believe. I know he talks about music, he talks about geometry. He also talks about Da Vinci in that book, actually, which is a reminder that I definitely need to read it. So I'm glad I'm talking about that. I'm not gonna lie, the inspiration I had for Da Vinci was actually a Modern Wisdom podcast. I'm not going to talk about that. If you want to learn about that or just hear about that, you can check out my newsletter for the day. You can check out that second link in the description, my Substack, and it'll just take you right there to my letter. But it was a Modern Wisdom podcast, and that was getting me into, oh yeah, I want to read Da Vinci's biography, which I have, and that triggered me to writing this, and then me talking about it, which triggered me thinking about how Robert's book also talked about Da Vinci, which is a perspective I'd like to have because I love Robert's perspective on Da Vinci. Robert actually does like crazy work, like decrypting Da Vinci's paintings. Like I'm talking like The Last Supper, Pyramid of Giza. The Last Supper, the Mona Lisa, also the Vitruvian Man as well. Like he's found codes, he's found like interconnectedness between the artworks. It's so crazy the stuff he's done. You can check out his YouTube channel if you're interested in that kind of stuff. But yeah, that guy is really like a fucking modern Indiana Jones. Like he's like a spiritual Indiana Jones. He's just the best, honestly. So when it comes to being a Renaissance man, when it comes to being a Renaissance creator, it's really about having the holistic perspective. I've personally always kind of felt resonance with being a philosopher, with being someone who shares my ideas, who shares my perspective, who helps people, who gives my take on life to, you know, attribute to helping others with theirs, you know, and obviously improving my own. But being a philosopher has kind of always just resonated with my being. Being a polymath has always resonated with my being. And when I found Robert's perspective, and his perspective, you know, Robert was the one who really gave me this mindset of, and taught me that polymath just means many learning. and that the original polymaths, the original philosophers were all polymaths. And when I really heard that, I was like, it makes sense to why I'm really a philosopher. I am a polymath. Of course I am. And I started thinking about Dan Coe and like boom, Dan Coe, like what? I love Dan's philosophy. Why? Because he has a holistic perspective. Fitness, business, creativity, spirituality, metaphysics, philosophy as well. I love Dan's perspective. Aaron Ackby, I love his perspective, holistic health as well. There's so many things. I just genuinely know that if everyone pursued fitness/exercise, business/finance, art/creativity, spirituality/esotericism/metaphysics/mysticism, /knowing the self, and then what's the last one? Social. Boom. Those are the 5. All right. Nice, bro. Good set, man.
What's your name?
Jaden.
Jaden?
Yeah. Will? Nice to meet you, Will.
Like,
Yeah. If you have those 5 things, if you have ways you're learning about those, if you have mentors in those areas, if you have practices for those things, and you're actually embodying them, you're actually doing them, man, that's what it's like to be a Renaissance creator. I've personally kind of been feeling like I've been lacking on being a Renaissance creator because I haven't been tapping into my art, especially and my fitness recently. And so, it's over. I'm getting back into those. Like, I'm hitting the gym today. It's over. Popping gang. So, I left the crib with Uggs because it's cold, and I didn't know I was gonna go train when I left the house. And I should have known. So we're just gonna train in Uggs. Doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna hit arms. I'm just gonna hit some dumbbell curls. Call it. So just one set. Well, not just one set, but just one exercise. Probably do like 3 sets, probably. Done bullshitting. I'm getting my art supplies. When I leave Hobby Lobby, that's gonna be mad fun. I'm getting back to the holistic perspective. I'm getting back to what I know is what resonates with my being. Just put it like that. So, just wanted to share that. Talk about polymath. If you want to learn more about that, oh shit. God damn it. This thing really got knocked down twice. I won't leave it like that though. That's rude. Yeah, man. Alright. But yeah. I'm gonna get up out of here, gang. Yo. Newsletter. Join it. Second link description. I drop daily insights on there. Do it today. Be better for it tomorrow. Stay blessed. Stay loving. Catch y'all. Yo, gang. Quick update on my social challenges so y'all know I'm not lagging. I was totally BSing. I'm not gonna lie. In Hobby Lobby, my cashier, she was fat. I definitely should have gave her a compliment. I was actually thinking about giving her like a hair compliment. She had like a really nice like messy bun. A nice messy bun, right? I don't know, I like messy buns. But I don't know, she was just doing her thing. Tall, light skin, mom with big glasses, messy bun. Alright, let me show. So I didn't compliment anyone in Hobby Lobby, right? So I'm coming to Panera, right? So that's where I'm at right now, I'm at Panera. I'm like, I definitely gotta compliment somebody here. So I'm like, all right, the freest game is just to compliment my cashier here, right? So I'm like, all right, bet. So luckily, when I walk into Panera, I see the cashiers. Like, there's 2 people at the cashier. Both of them are bad. I'm like, yo, be in there, all right? It's gonna be an easy game. It's gonna be free money. You know what I mean? So I go over there. One of them is occupied, right? And the prettier one is not occupied. So I'm like, right? So I'm trying to figure out what I want. Eventually I decide what I want. Bada bing, bada boom. Transaction goes through. And at the end, I'm just like, hey, by the way, your hair is really nice. Boom. Simple. I mean, your hair is really nice, by the way. Just simple. I mean, give it a smile, all right? She gave me one back. I'm not gonna lie. Her smile was pretty as fuck. Simple. You know what I mean? Come on, guys. Just be social. Just be social. I'm not gonna lie. I was coping. I didn't want to do it. But I did it. I'm glad I did. Go do it. Stop coping. I'm gonna catch y'all. I'm about to get to this food.